Welcome to this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. This meeting is held in the Jackson County Courthouse Auditorium at 10 South Oakdale in Medford. This meeting is held every Wednesday morning at 9:30, as long as a quorum of 2 commissioners is available to conduct the business of Jackson County. Your Jackson County Commissioners broadcast this meeting over Rogue Valley Television, and it's available for streaming and review at jacksoncountyor.gov. Under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming. The types of business that occur at this meeting include public hearings, official voting on actions by the Board of Commissioners, presentations by departments of the county, and recognition of service that makes our county great. Agendas of the meetings are posted on the Commissioners' Bulletin Board and released on the county's website and through local media in the time required for public notice. Many of the conclusions on the business presented to the Board of Commissioners have been discussed in detail and prepared by the administrative office and staff prior to consideration at this meeting and the official vote. These prior discussions also have been properly noticed and the work done in a transparent manner. We encourage you to come and experience the process by attending any of these meetings or watch online at jacksoncountyor.gov. And now, your Jackson County Commissioners, Rick Dyer, Colleen Roberts, and Randy Sparacino, working for you.
We'll call to order the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for July 30th, 2025. It's 9:30, and we're in the courthouse auditorium and also on audio-video conference. And we'll begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you stand and join us. My first item, we're going to have a Community Service Award, and Mr. Jim Brown from Rogue Valley Habitat for Humanity. If you join us at the podium, we will begin.
Jim, how are you?
Congratulations. So it's my privilege today to read all the great accolades about our Community Service Award winner for July 2025, Mr. Jim Brown. And the Jackson County Board of Commissioners is pleased to present the July 2025 Community Service Award to Mr. Jim Brown for his service to the community through the Rogue Valley Habitat for Humanity. Mr. Brown was nominated by Ms. Nicole Jensen. She's the volunteer coordinator for Rogue Valley Habitat for Humanity. Mr. Brown began volunteering with Habitat for Humanity in 2009. He started as a construction volunteer, and his exceptional woodworking and carpentry skills were essential to crafting cabinets for newly built homes. He now leads a team in the workshop that builds cabinets, which saves the organization a significant amount of money. In his spare time, he also creates beautiful pieces of art and useful household items such as bowls, vases, and jewelry boxes. He donates these items to be auctioned off at events or sold at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. Mr. Brown has received the Lifetime Achievement Level President's Volunteer Service Award, and I looked that up. That's a pretty prestigious national award. It's presented to individuals who've contributed over 4,000 hours of service in their lifetime, and since receiving that award, he has completed the required hours to obtain an annual President's Volunteer Service Award, which is also a huge national award accolade. In 2023 and 2024, he completed over 500 volunteer hours, earning himself the Gold Annual President's Volunteer Service Award. Additionally, in 2024, Mr. Brown also received the Habitat for Humanity Outstanding Volunteer of the Year Award. So he's finally getting our award, right? The Board of Commissioners is grateful to Ms. Jensen for bringing Mr. Brown to our attention, and we're pleased to recognize him for his contributions to Jackson County. We believe Mr. Brown's efforts distinguish him as a citizen more than worthy of this July 2025 Community Service Award.
Well, I don't have a ton to say that can top what's already been said, but your service to our community is truly commendable, and you really do make Jackson County a better place to live. Thank you.
All I can say is you looked a lot bigger when you played for Cleveland all those years ago. Yeah, okay, there's only a few people that will get that joke, but they might laugh. No, amazing track record. You know, we do these a lot, and we have this kind of an endless parade of heroes in our valley, and they never cease to amaze me. And it really is one of the things that makes our valley such a great valley to live in. And what you do makes our jobs easier, and we appreciate all that. So congratulations. And we'll let you have this this plaque. I'm sure you've been saving a spot on your trophy case for it.
I got a space for it.
All right, good.
Maybe one. You get the final word if you want to add anything or how to get involved.
I'm so humble about getting this award. It's amazing.
Well, sounds like we're in a long line of awards. Congratulations and thank you.
My mother-in-law is blonde.
No,
Should have been here today.
she did.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, then the room clears. Well, we'll move on to the request for and discussion of non-agenda items. It's a 5-minute limit pursuant to the codified ordinances of Jackson County, Section 213.06. Members of the public may address any item not on the agenda. However, pursuant to ORS 192.640, the Board of Commissioners is prohibited from discussing a principal subject that is not on the agenda. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners will listen to your concerns and may consider the matter you raised by asking staff to follow up on any question or by placing the matter on the agenda for discussion at a future meeting. And we have a sign-up sheet in-house, but nobody signed up. But if you would like to come up, you can do so. Or if you're online, if you can find your Zoom hand, we'll bring you into the meeting. I'm on Zoom meetings sometimes. I can't find my Zoom hand. So just wave or get someone's attention. We'll bring you in, and anybody in the auditorium is still welcome to come up.
Madam Chair, no one has their Zoom hand raised.
Okay, and nobody came up. So we're going to move on to our consent calendar. We have minutes of meetings of the Board of Commissioners work session from July 8th, 2025, and Board of Commissioners regular meeting for July 9th, 2025.
Move approval of the consent calendar as read.
I'll second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes, thank you. We do have a public hearing today, a public hearing and order in the matter of the transfer of the jurisdiction of 5 county-maintained roads or portions thereof to the city of Medford. And it's order number 163-25. Mr. Jordan.
Madam Chair, members of the board, Jackson County currently has jurisdiction over 5 roads or some portions thereof within the city limits of Medford. On June 18th of 2025, pursuant to Oregon Revised Statute 373-270 sub 6 sub small a, the city initiated a transfer of the 5 roads or portions thereof by Medford City Council Resolution number 25-53. The 5 roads or portions thereof are Orchard Home Drive from South Stage Road to 895 feet north, Foothill Road from 890 feet north of Delta Water Road to 2,860 feet north of Delta Water Road, North Phoenix Road from Coal Mine Road to South Stage Road, and Coal Mine Road from North Phoenix Road to 1,500 feet east, and South Stage Road from Oregon Highway 99 to 2,900 feet west. And I'm sure you can picture that in your head. Pursuant to ORS 373-270 sub 4, the board will hold this public hearing to consider any objections or testimony offered by any person interested in the transfer of jurisdiction and to determine whether the surrender of jurisdiction is necessary, expedient, or in the best interest of the county. Pursuant to ORS 373270 sub 2 sub small b, notice of the public hearing was published in the July 2nd, 2025, July 9th, 2025, July 16th, 2025, and July 23rd, 2025 editions of the Rogue River Press. It's recommended the public hearing be held. Following the public hearing, should the Board of Commissioners find the jurisdictional transfer acceptable, approval of board order will implement that action, and the effective date of the transfer will be the date of the board order.
Thank you. We do have a map, so.
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. And we have instructions for the public hearing?
We have some
Mr. Benton?
rules.
Oh, rules, because otherwise we have anarchy, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
There's the following are the rules for the conduct of the public hearing today. Only the chairperson or member of the Board of County Commissioners may question a speaker. There'll be no interruption of a speaker from the audience and no debates on the floor. Applause is not permitted. A speaker may criticize the proposal of the board or an agency of the county, but the speaker shall not argue with another speaker directly. Any speaker may present an opposite view, but not in personal terms. A person wishing to speak shall either sign in, raise his or her hand, or raise his or her Zoom hand, and first be recognized by the chairperson conducting the hearing. After being recognized, the speaker shall state his or her name and address before proceeding with his or her statement. The chairperson may limit the duration of any presentation to the time necessary to cover factual information. Repetition by a speaker shall be avoided. Whoever violates any of such rules shall first be warned by the chairperson to desist from such violation. In the event that such person does not so desist, he or she may be ordered by the chairperson to leave the hearing. Thanks, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. So with that, we will open the public hearing, and we do have a sign-in sheet, and there's no names on it. But like before, if you want to speak to the road transfers, or if anybody's online would like to speak to it, raise your Zoom hand, and we will bring you in.
Madam Chair, there's no one with their Zoom hand raised.
Okay, and nobody's coming up. I do appreciate our roads director, Steve Lambert, to be here on site if we had any further questions, but it's pretty cut and dried. Nobody has any comments. So I will close the public hearing and open up for motion and deliberation.
And I will move approval of order number 163-25.
Second.
In any discussion?
Well, it's good to see this growing, and roads are an important part of it.
Yes.
And it's always good for the cities to take them back, take them on. Okay.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. We'll move on to our discussion deliberation items for today. We have an order authorizing a Jackson County Public Improvement Grant with LTM Incorporated doing business as Knife River Materials, and it's order number 164-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, I just want to clarify this is for a contract, not for a grant. Is that,
Oh, okay.
did you get something different there on your?
Yeah, it says contract here.
Yeah,
so-
okay. Yeah, it's for a contract.
Did I say grant?
You-
Okay.
You did. I just want to make sure that,
I'm making it up.
no, that's okay. That's okay.
We'd like it to be a grant, please.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's just give them the money, right? So in this case, the airport department did solicit bids for what's called the Remain Overnight Apron Improvements that are at our Rogue Valley International Medford Airport. We did place an invitation to bid and published it May 14, 2025. Editions of the Rogue River Press and the Daily Journal of Commerce. It's also posted to the Jackson County website on May 13th. We did receive one bid. LTM Incorporated, doing business as Knife River Materials, bid $3,534,654. It's a little bit higher than what our engineer's estimate was at $3,281,305. LTM Incorporated, however, doing business as Knife River Materials, submitted the sole bid. They're qualified to perform the work, and they should be awarded the contract. Terms upon execution of the contract and issuance of a notice to proceed with substantial project completion on or before 82 days. It's a financial impact of $3,534,654. And just to add a little clarification for the Remain Overnight Apron title of the project, this is actually a project that we're doing in preparation for our terminal expansion. We're obviously going to be expanding the terminal into area where we have current parking, and we have to create more parking for aircraft to be able to remain at our airport while we have the terminal expansion going. The FAA did want us to be able to make that parking permanent, so it's not just for preparation for the terminal expansion, but once the terminal expansion is complete, it will also offer additional overnight commercial airline parking just to the east of the Millionaire ramp on the airport. and I do recommend your approval.
Great. Thank you for the information and clarification. I'll take a motion on the,
Move approval of order number 164-25.
And I'll second.
any comments?
I think it's pretty exciting to see even how very, very preliminary it is, things moving in the direction of getting that, the terminal expansion. We used the airport to go to NACO and discovered just how badly the terminal expansion is needed already. And so any preliminary action to get closer is great.
Yeah, I'm the liaison to the Airport Advisory Committee, and I can echo the sentiment of Commissioner Dyer, because we both left at about the same time, and that early morning queue area in our terminal is packed to the brim. So is the midday. And with regard to the return overnight apron, we already have interest from other airlines that want to actually rest aircraft there for potential flights in the morning, which will actually be larger aircraft rather than the regional jets, but the full service 737 jets. So that's a great benefit once this is expanded. So I'm totally in support of this.
Great.
And it's delightful that it's for our temporary improvement, but it's going to be permanent at $3.5 million. That's a great thing that it'll be long-lasting.
Yeah, let me just clarify for the public that we're still quite a ways off from beginning our terminal expansion project, probably not until 2027. So I don't want people to think just because we're taking the steps to get prepared for that we're ready to go, but we're not.
But it is in steps, everything. I think that's
Right. And I mentioned it was very, very preliminary.
great. Okay, we'll take a vote.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. The next order authorizing a terms of service with Space Exploration Technologies Corporation. It's order number 165-25. Mr. Jordan.
Madam Chair, members of the board, in this case, Jackson County will contract with Space Exploration Technologies Corp. This is to provide 2 Starlink devices to juvenile community justice officers who are conducting home visits when in remote locations that are outside of cellular service. Terms of services effective upon execution shall continue on a month-to-month basis until terminated as provided for in the terms of service. It's an estimated annual expense of $2,658 for both units, and I do recommend your approval.
Thank you. Take a
All right.
motion.
Yes, and I will move approval of order number 165-25.
Second?
Any discussion?
I just know I got a little more excited when I saw we were getting a contract for space exploration, but turned out not to be as exciting as I thought.
At least I read it right, right?
Not a grant, but a contract. I think this is great. It's a safety issue for our officers out there that don't have cellular coverage, and to be able to call in areas that are remote in our county. This is a great thing.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And we have an order authorizing an emergency solutions grant,
There we go.
ESG, letter of local government approval of nonprofit organization 2025 to 2027, ESG fund activities for access. It's order number 166-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, Access, I think as the board already knows, is our community action agency for Jackson County. As the community action agency for Jackson County, they've proposed and adopted a work plan consisting of projects funded through an emergency solutions grant, or the ESG grant, as you referenced. Oregon Housing and Community Services, the State Department, requires a local government served by that emergency solution grants to approve the projects which are proposed to be funded through the emergency services grant. This is a letter that approved the activities funded by that grant and access for 2025 through 2027 master grant agreement with the Oregon Housing and Community Services. I think when I went over this with the board, I don't know if I told the board specifically what the services are for, but this is for emergency housing for people who may be homeless, to serve to prevent people from becoming homeless, and to help find housing for those that are in need. And I do recommend your approval. There's no direct financial impact to the county.
I have a question. Do we know how much the grant is?
I don't off the top of my head, and I don't think our letter actually says it.
It doesn't address it. I was just curious.
No, I'll find out. It's not,
Okay.
This is not new. this is something that they do.
Renewing.
Yeah, it's a new letter and a new grant year, but it's a
Right.
grant that they've received in prior years.
Thank you.
Move approval at order number 166-25.
And I'll second.
Any discussion?
These are great services provided by Access. I really appreciate the ability or the opportunity to try to prevent someone from becoming homeless rather than actually chasing it down. The prevention fact is a lot less expensive on the front end than it is on the back end when you have to try to get somebody out of that cycle.
I would agree.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And our final order is for authorizing a sub-grant agreement with Rogue Retreat, order number 167-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, this is another contract as ones we've issued, approved similarly in the past. Jackson County is the recipient of grant funds from the state of Oregon for the purpose of delivering houses. You may recall that we had investigated doing our own housing project. For some reason, the rules from the state that we thought allowed it disallowed it, and thus we were told that we could grant these funds out for housing. So in this case, this is funding coming through to us through the Oregon Health Authority. We're going to enter into a sub-grant agreement with Rogue Retreat to support and create new behavioral health housing. The housing will be for men and women transitioning from inpatient drug and alcohol recovery programs. Term of the agreement's upon execution through December 31st of 2025. It's an expense of $966,000. As I said, it's funded by the Oregon Health Authority, essentially as pass-through funds by this sub-grant agreement, and I do recommend your approval.
All right. I will move approval of order number 167-25.
Second?
Any discussion?
I think again, these are just real good indications of the county's efforts to fight homelessness, hopefully in an effective manner, but obviously a priority in Jackson County for us.
Agreed.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And that does conclude our agenda, so our meeting is adjourned.
We hope that you've enjoyed this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. If you have any questions on any part of the show, please feel free to contact your Jackson County Commissioners or staff. You can find their contact information at jacksoncountyor.gov. To review the content of this or any other meeting, under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming.